welcome to Add More Zest. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. And today we're going to talk about options for the preparation or midst of doing of a diamond painting. So you'll find that many diamond paintings, some will come with an opaque cover, some will come with a clear cover. But quite often, and it's rare that this doesn't happen, but quite often you will find that there is an overhang of glue past the diamond painting. So, for example, on this one, we have, of course, the glue on the diamond painting. And I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick this up, but we do have an overhang of glue here on the white, which we don't need to be sticky for diamonds to stick to. Now, with the clear glue, with the clear cover, it tends to be a poured glue. So it's not something that you can peel up. Sometimes with the double-sided tape, you can trim it with a craft knife and peel that tape off. But it's not the same with a clear. And sometimes with the double-sided tape option, it doesn't work very well either. Or, frankly, it can be a little bit messy. So there are a few different ways that you can use to cover this up. Many people like to use the likes of washi tape. Now, washi tape is some form of like paper tape with a very low tack. It's basically like masking tape. It's just prettier. It's often thinner as well than masking tape. You can get them quite a bit thinner than this. Though, of course, I find this sort of size, which I think is about 15mm, or is it 10mm, is normally a nice size, that will work for pretty much all diamond paintings. And you can just place this down just up to the borderline of your painting and stick it down. And of course you can then, if you need to, you can peel it back up. You can feel it getting a bit tougher to peel back up where the poured glue is. But if you were to just use a piece of it on the normal, it lifts up really easy because there's no glue there to help stick it down. So that's one option you can use, is some form of masking tape, of washi tape. You can get it from quite a few places now, cheap. It's used in planners and for scrapbooking and things like that. So it's becoming quite popular. And that will stop this bit from being sticky. Of course, you need to make sure that your rest, where your diamonds go, do stay sticky. One of the other things you may want to do, or even a combination of, especially if you do use the legend on the diamond painting. So quite often I won't look at this legend once I've kitted a diamond painting up, but some people do, and that's fine. So in that instance, just use some normal tape, which of course I can't find the end for because I'm on camera. There we go. So you can just use some normal sticky tape. It will, of course, be clear, which means you can still see your legend, but it will stick over the top of the glue that's overhanging. I need some scissors to cut this one probably. It doesn't rip the same, so I'm going to use scissors to cut that. If you've got it handy, that then stops that being sticky, but also still allows you to see your numbers and your legend. The only difference is, because sticky tape is more sticky than masking tape or washi tape, is you may find that if you choose to peel that off later, you have a little bit more of a sticky residue. I tend to find with, sorry, I hope it just brought me in a breath. So yeah, the only thing with sticky tape is, of course, when you do pull it up, it may leave a bit of a residue, more so than masking tape or washi tape will. So let's give this masking tape a go. Now, I do have posh stuff. I don't always have posh stuff. We just got the posher stuff when we were doing a bulk lot of painting in the conservatory. But normally I just have the yellow stuff. But this is Frog Painter's tape. So you can just stick that down. If you don't have, you know, washi tape in the house, don't want to spend money on washing tape, but you have masking tape in the house, you can also use that. Pretty much most types of tape that you can find will work. I think the reason that I tend to sway towards washi tape is, one, the roll tends to be smaller, so it fits in my cart, so I have it near me. Sometimes I will put the washi tape on before I do a diamond painting, but more often than not I sort of do it as I go. As I start working on a section and find that the glue's there and it's getting sticky, that's when I'll be like, oh, where's my washi tape? And I'll put a bit on across the bottom. But what this mainly does is it's picking up fluff. It stops you picking up bits of fluff on the part that you're not doing, especially when you've done a section here and you're moving further up, maybe the arm, you know, of your clothes, your jumper, just starts picking up bits and pieces. But masking tape or washi tape is your best option if you want to be able to remove it afterwards. It's probably the best option because it's low tack, and therefore it will allow you to peel it up again when you're done. So it gets a little bit stiffer where the glue is, but you don't get any residue on your canvas here. But Sellotape, or tape should I say, Sellotape's the brand name, sticky tape, when you do use that, it will leave a residue behind, depending on the quality and the thickness of your tape. But it's absolutely perfect if you want to be able to see your legend. And to be honest, Sellotape is quite pretty, or sticky tape is quite pretty, if you want to still be able to see the rest of your canvas. Some people have it in multiple colours, so they'll use a colour according to the canvas they're about to do, and work it that way. I tend to cut off round the edges as soon as I'm done anyway, so I tend to cut off the washi tape with it. But yeah, that is a little tip. It's a more common known tip, so many of you may know about putting masking tape or washi tape or sticky tape around the edge of your painting. But for some new diamond painters, it may not be as well known. So it needs to be in the tips and tricks. Because if it doesn't come in your instruction booklet with diamond painting, then it's a tip and a trick. So yeah, today's is various amounts of tape. I hope that was helpful for some of you, but thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.